Hey, the brand new Power Rangers movie is out, and we got to get ready for it. We got to go beyond our A game that we normally do, my friend.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You know I'm thinking what you're thinking.
It's Morphin Movie Critic time.
Yes.
Yeah. Bengal Tiger.
Panda Bear.
Really, Chris? A panda bear?
What, man? Look at me. I'm so adorable.
You look ridiculous.
No, I'm ready to fight, all right? You ready? Let's go do this. What's that? Oh, I'm okay. Oh, I'm okay. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us for an all-new, brand-new episode of What to Watch in color nowadays.
Woo!
It's so nice.
In Technicolor.
Technicolor. They're getting right up that way. I'm Christopher Gates, as always.
I'm Peyton Fretwell, as always, and we're talking about Power Rangers today.
Woo! Saban's Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We went to this movie, I'll be honest, not high expectations. We hoped it would be good being huge Power Rangers fans, but it didn't disappoint. It didn't disappoint. Honestly, we'll go over what we liked about it. But first of all, we just want to point out this is a spoiler review. If you haven't seen Power Rangers, go out and see it. Come back and hang out with us, and we'll talk shop.
That video, as always. Now talk with us.
Talk about all the cool, awesome parts of this movie. Talk about what we didn't like. But first, go see the movie. Again, spoiler warning. We are going to spoil this movie. So,
there's a Super 2 that says it. So.
Going first, what did we not like about this movie?
You know what? I really wanted to say the whole thing. I wanted to dislike this entire movie. I did not. And honestly, probably the biggest thing that took away from me is for a movie that's called Power Rangers, the Power Rangers don't show up to the third act. And by the time it gets there, you're just kind of like, you wait for the build-up, but you're just like, oh, there could have been so much more with it.
Yeah.
And I'm still not crazy about the whole CGI effect. I don't like how they looked.
You wish they were practical.
I wish it was practical. I wish a lot more movies were practical these days with the rubber suits and everything.
Go the Mad Max route, you know?
Exactly. Mad Max has done such an excellent job. That's a great example of a movie. Even the original '95 Power Rangers.
It is a great example of a movie.
Of a practical use of a movie.
Would you like to know what a movie is? Here's Mad Max. I love the idea of showing somebody who's never seen a movie and going, here's a dystopian future starring Mel Gibson and/or Tom Hardy, whichever one you choose.
This is awful.
They would be like, I love movies. Thank you for
this. Thank you so much.
Also, are all movies with Mel Gibson? And we were like, up until a certain point, and then he didn't make so many movies after that. But Power Rangers, let's talk about Power Rangers.
No, but it is that, and there's number of elements that I wish nostalgic would bring back for me. That the hamminess and cheesiness is there, but it's just not the same as it was as the original movie. It has a much more gritty effect. Maybe I thought there would be more colorful. I guess that's something that I'm trying to look forward towards. But honestly, those are just really the gripes that I really have with some other stellar-wise movie.
They're small gripes. My big thing was the explicit product placement of Krispy Kreme. Really bugged me, and it was noticeable going into the movie. I thought it was really cool leading up to the movie before it even came out, seeing the Power Rangers all over the Krispy Kreme box. I thought that was cool. I was like, oh, Krispy Kreme's really getting his Power Ranger movie. I did not realize how much of this movie Krispy Kreme probably paid for, because it's all throughout the movie. More so, it starts in the second act when they find out where the crystal is in a Krispy Kreme, the Zeo crystal. Then it's just, and then the slow-mo shot of Rita Repulsa eating that donut. It felt like a commercial. I was like, come on, really?
You know what? And I didn't even think how bad it was until you just mentioned that right now.
It really
It's kind of like
me.
how the whole IHOP was in Man of Steel, or Sears. Just a whole Smallville reference. Just the Krispy Kreme.
Man of Steel wasn't as bad. At least they did destroy the Krispy Kreme. But the Man of Steel, like, they were in the IHOP twice. Like, it was the once they showed inside and then just going right through the IHOP.
No, this
So-
they did. I didn't even think about that. They did do a lot of Krispy Kreme.
How could you miss it? It was crazy.
Because here's a spoiler alert for you. I'm not a fan of Krispy Kreme, to be honest with you. I know it's weird.
So the hot light goes on and nothing activates in you.
Well, it has to be.
It has to be hot.
For those who are watching this from away, there's a place called Golden Donut. That's a local donut place here. I'm a local donut guy, but
Okay.
but still.
Golden Donut's awesome, and they're open 24 hours.
They are.
Golden Donuts. They're not a sponsor, but we wish they were.
We wish they were. Please send us free donuts.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah,
You can email us at pfretwell@wrbl.com and get in contact with me about that.
Yeah, please.
That'd be great.
We'll flash that up.
We'll review movies for donuts, pretty much anything. But right now we're doing it on.
I know the guy that owns the place anyway. Which that's besides the point.
I'm always learning stuff about you. You're just amazing.
I didn't know, but no, it's just like the Krispy Kreme. I didn't really think about that. So you just said it now. I was like, yeah, there is a lot of Krispy Kreme in that movie. It just didn't hit me. I don't know why it didn't hit me.
But
like
I mean, the suits, fine. The product placement, fine. Did it ruin the movie? Absolutely not. Let's go. We opened up with what we didn't like about the movie, so we can gush about what we loved about this movie. We're a huge Power Rangers fans, and this movie.
They played the Power Rangers theme song in the movie.
When they played that, the people you don't understand. When they played that Mighty Morphin Power Ranger theme song, something activated in me that I hadn't felt in quite a long time, and it was little boy Peyton inside. Right here, and he was wanting to get out. He was like, the Red Ranger that I dressed as for Halloween on my 8th birthday, because I am born on Halloween.
True fact.
I was elated. I was arms clenched, red face. My buddies were next to me. They saw the happiness. I was yelling. I was hooping and hollering. I was the worst theater person.
No, dude, and I went with a group of people today that were dressed up as Power Rangers, and
that was me. That was me. Yeah.
I
was the Pink Ranger. They were. There was already a Red Ranger. It's not important.
It's all right.
I was Kimberly for a day. Felt liberating.
Better than that yellow dress you wore last time. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Check out our Beauty and the Beast spoiler review.
That's the spoilers right there. But the amount of fans that I saw the movie with today and the nostalgia that it hit, there is no denying that. Of all the movies that I have seen that has been played on my childhood, from Dragon Ball Evolution to
this could have been Dragon Ball Evolution.
Well, that's what I was concerned about, and and that's the biggest example I would use. And the Turtles reboot that they just did. Paramount had just did last year back in 2014. This really delivers, and it's such a good way. It's not just for the Power Ranger fans themselves. It's just actually a pretty decent, good movie about a bunch of 5 kids from all walks of life that people can relate to, and their issues are going to. They band together, and they learn to become friends and depend on one another, and they fight evil. And it's for that I like the movie. That definitely, as you brought up, we were talking about earlier, the high school aspect, how the first half of the movie really deals with that and their development.
The first half of this movie, the Power Rangers, as we know them, don't even really show up. It's really a teen drama. Done really well about these 5 kids who are, kind of outcasts or don't really go to school. They don't really get along. Jason Scott, the Red Ranger, is kind of the only person who's really, he's the star quarterback. And even he's kind of going through a tough time, breaking a lot of laws and flipping into dad's car. And it does a really good job of making us care about these characters, and that's one of the things I liked about this movie. Having those 5 actors that really aren't really well known other than a few things.
For a $100 million movie, you have 5 unknown actors playing.
That's a lot of faith in your actors, and it paid off.
And your big name stars are only Bryan Cranston, who's just a head on the wall. Elizabeth Banks playing as Rita Repulsa, and
playing her best supervillain impression.
Yeah, basically, and Bill Hader, who's you only hear his voice.
Yeah. And so they really put a lot on these 5. Young actors, and I think they did a really good job.
Oh, they did. I was really impressed with the actor who played Billy and the actress who played Trina. I thought those.
We probably should have done better research and learned their names, but.
I'm sorry, so sorry, but I don't.
Bare minimum.
Becky G plays Trina. That's the only one I can remember because her name is so easy to remember. That one.
Becky G.
But their characters and all of them are done well, especially the new version of Zach and Kimberly and Jason. that was I was really kind of concerned with, just the whole. How, because I remember seeing the teaser trailer, the first trailer they did.
Wasn't great.
It wasn't that great. The other trailers were a little bit better, but still, there was a lot. This is a movie, in my personal opinion, everything should have gone wrong. Everything that I saw, I was just like, nope. I was already judging it, and I wanted to dismiss it. Even when I sat there and I was watching it, I was still trying to find reasons to almost really hate the movie. Like I really
you were waiting for that Jar Jar Binks moment that ruined the rest of the movie.
Exactly. That's what I wanted. And I wanted that because I just wanted to be able to say to my kids and to other kids out there, like, yeah, my childhood was better than yours, you little punk. That's what it was. I mean, but no, this is good. This is I really enjoyed the film. I actually I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do with a movie, especially something that has a nostalgia trip like this.
Going into it, you're right. We did have low expectations, and it thankfully did a very good job of respecting fans of the old show while also giving new fans something to look to as kind of a gold standard. Like, hey, this is Power Rangers, and now we got a sequel coming out, hopefully with a Green Ranger. And
yes, that was probably the coolest. That's what got the whole audience in my theater jumping up about the whole Green Ranger. Somebody
pointed out, Rita Repulsa, we don't know if she's dead. We saw her frozen in space, but guess what?
They did Team Rocket on her.
Yeah, they Team Rocket. She got slapped into space. And Rita Repulsa, somebody pointed out to me, their base was on the moon.
Yeah, in the original Power Rangers, her base is on the moon.
In the original TV show. So she could be on her way to the moon where she meets a certain Zed, maybe?
Chances, because Zed does come, and and Goldar, who's her, not her droid,
her manifestation of evil.
Yeah, I can't. Her Zoids.
Her Zord.
And man, I can't speak. And
her Zoid.
Zoid is in the.
Sounds painful.
It's not.
A Zoid.
It's Zoidberg. Come on, say it.
I can't sit right. I got Zoids.
I got the Zoids. It's been real painful these last days.
Killing me.
Woo!
Yeah.
Call it up there.
Got a bad case of Zoids.
Other things I liked about the movie, I thought the casting was well done beyond the Fire Rangers. Bryan Cranston did a great job playing his best Heisenberg on the wall. And honestly, I liked the fact that they presented Zordon in a different light. That they have almost how Patrick Stewart presented Professor Xavier in Logan. How he was completely almost a 180 from the Professor Xavier we've seen from the original X-Men movies.
Right.
The same thing with Bryan Cranston. I like that. I really liked it.
It brought roundness to the character, whereas Zordon in the original TV show was kind of this one note, kind of father figure, like you said. Like it just kind of said, "This is the way we do things. This is what you're going to go do." But in this movie, he was kind of, a guide. Like he was kind of, you could do this. You need to do this. Blah blah blah. He was teaching them, but. And it was kind of for his own gain toward the end of the film until he does sacrifice his return for Billy. And I did enjoy that. I thought it was really good.
It's a good thing. And we could throw it out there, but watching like a TV series like The Flash, where the season 1 you had the whole Harrison Wells Reverse Flash, and that comes out. I kind of was getting that vibe at first with Zordon. Zordon, and I wouldn't have been upset to turn it away, but I liked how his character, how they did that in the movie. I liked that. I love Bill Hader's Alpha 500 comedic. He's not the Alpha 5. I'll be honest with you, I hated Alpha 500. If there was one thing I hated from the original Power Rangers series, it was that character. I remember seeing him, and I was just like, I wish he would die. I remember that as a kid. It used to get on my nerves. I just want to be like, just cut him with your sword, Jason. Somebody, just kill him. Kill him right
That
there.
would be the darkest episode of Power Rangers ever.
I would have gotten up and 7-year-old Christopher would have clapped.
Jason, what are you doing with that sword?
You see Zordon, I was like,
I know you're yours.
Thank you so much. I've been waiting for years to do that.
Oh, sweet release of death.
That was yours. Down again. Bill Hader made me like Alpha 500 again. And I didn't think that could ever happen. That's when you know a movie's pretty good. When there's something you hate from the original TV series, they do a better job in a rebooted movie, and make you want to like it.
You could have done without the blinking sound effects. You notice that in the movie? Every time you blink, they did the boing, boing.
Yeah, they did.
I could have done without
Well,
that.
it's okay. At least they didn't do, in the original Power Rangers movie, they did.
Oh, God.
Every time they move
Just add that in post. Just a bunch of...
Right. I feel like I'm doing an HBCU halftime show right now. Anyway, Drumline.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Deep cuts. What do you give this movie at the end of the day?
You know, at the end of the day, a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
As a Power Rangers fan, it's a 9 out of 10. It's the best Power Rangers movie to come out. As just a movie itself, if you're not a huge Power Rangers fan, or you just hate just the whole idea of it, 6 out of 10. I personally give it a 7 out of 10, but I can see I go with the critics where it is a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
So
I kind of lean toward that as well. 7, maybe 8 out of 10, just for being a fun time in the theater.
Yeah.
But as you said, as a Power Rangers fan, 10 out of 10. Yeah. I think honestly this is the best Power Rangers movie they could have made right now. And I definitely look forward to. I'll probably buy this movie on Blu-ray when it comes out.
Oh no, it's a definite day one Blu-ray buy for me. It is.
So we've had a great month in March. We just had our Beauty and the Beast spoiler review last week.
Check it out, please.
Yeah, please check it out. And then next week we got Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. And for those of you who are wondering what movies are coming after that, you got a new Smurfs movie the following April movie. I'm not saying it.
Yeah,
and then
mark your calendar, guys.
Mark your calendar. Smurfs Lost Village. But then on April, I have to go look at the date again, but not April the 7th, but the April the 14th, I believe, is the new Fate of the Furious, Fast and Furious Part 8.
We are excited about that.
And so, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. If you want to check out all of our videos, you can go to WRBL.com, click on that watch tab, and find all of our videos. Go to YouTube. Like this one, subscribe, alert, all the things. Watch all of our videos. Also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at WRBL What to Watch. All of our content will be posted on there. All the latest movie news will keep you updated, keep you in the zone. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at FretwellFlix.
Fretwell Flicks? Ooh,
Fretwell Flicks.
Fretwell Flicks? That sounds like a new show.
Nailed that one.
That's a new show you're coming up with.
Fretwell Flicks.
Are you doing a new show?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just
Maybe.
let me know.
I don't know.
Just let me know.
I don't know,
I'm
maybe.
not upset if you want to end this show.
Yeah. No.
I just need to know.
Not right now.
Okay.
Maybe later.
Okay.
After Fate and the Furious.